This is such a lighthearted question, but it kind of hit me hard. Today, I'm gonna do a personal Q&A. A lot of you guys have asked me really beautiful, wonderful questions on Instagram, so I wanna go right in and let's get cracking. The very first question is, how do you stop comparing yourself to others? And I've been sitting on this for a while, and I think it's so natural for us to compare ourselves to others, especially if you're younger, in your teenagers, you're going to the same school with your peers and you're getting the same education, studying the same thing, and wearing similar style of clothing. Just a subtle difference stands out even bigger. So if you kind of compare yourself to other people, you feel more inferior. I can definitely say that as you grow older, it does get better. We're walking the pathway that is so unique to us. It's so hard to compare my pathway to other people. And that uniqueness should be celebrated immensely. And I think it really comes down to self-love again. If you have a rock solid relationship with your own self, you're able to kind of celebrate their wins and celebrate their accomplishments from like the bottom of your heart, because you know your self-worth. It's kind of like having a really solid, very flourishing relationship with your significant others. For example, if you have such a loving relationship with your boyfriend, you know there's always better looking guys out there, there's gonna be richer guys than your boyfriend, but you really don't care. You really don't compare your boyfriend to other guys because you have full faith and full love in this relationship. And also taking that kind of comparison mindset and transitioning that into a more of an inspiration that you can use to grow and develop yourself, like that would be an ideal situation. Like a lot of people follow fitness models on Instagram, and instead of feeling bad about your own body, you can use that as an inspiration because they started from somewhere. It kind of gives you hope and inspiration that if you put the same amount of training and effort, you can become someone like you inspire to be. The next question is legit. I love this. So how do you stay focused without seeing any kinds of results? This is a question about perseverance for sure, and I definitely had this question in my head a lot. I think while growing my YouTube channel and while developing my business and building it from scratch, like I had this question a lot because I'm not seeing any results, but I have to stay focused and stay motivated to push myself through all of these obstacles that really isn't fun at all. And I think it really comes down to two big reasons that you might be feeling this way. The first one is that you're not working smart enough. You might be working hard and you're putting all these hours into it, but you haven't really cracked the code yet. I felt this way when I was growing my YouTube channel back in 2016. I was pushing a lot of content. My YouTube channel wasn't growing. I didn't know it back then, but I soon realized that I didn't know what my subscribers wanted to see. So even though I was carving out so much time to make this video, not a lot of people really resonated with my content. So I think that could be happening to you too. You haven't really took the time to analyze what you're doing and how you should go about it. The second reason might be that you're working on a craft that will deliver a very long-term result. So my boyfriend works in a climate change space, and that means he doesn't have that instant gratification of success because climate change is something that will deliver over time in a very long term. And you rarely get that sense of accomplishment because it's not like you can track the measurement of success by sales record or like other KPIs. So he does oftentimes feel kind of unmotivated to push himself through this. I always tell him that like, you gotta know that what you're doing is solving really big problems and you can't solve that overnight. But if you stay true to your purpose on why you started this initially, you'll be able to have that engine behind you to kind of push you through it. Advice for someone who doesn't know what to pursue. And I don't really feel like we need to always know what we want to pursue and what we want to do in the next 5 years, but also keeping an open mind is so important, and being curious and being open to try new things and going to different kinds of meetups in different kinds of industries, like trying to hear as much as you can and trying to experience as much as you can is so important, because it will eventually kind of lay out all the options in front of you that you can choose from. And oftentimes that spark in your heart doesn't come to you really loudly. As Steven Spielberg says,
but when you have a dream, it doesn't often come at you screaming in your face. Sometimes a dream almost whispers. And if you can listen to the whisper, and if it tickles your heart and it's something you think you want to do for the rest of your life, then that is going to be what you do for the rest of your life, and we will benefit from everything you do. Thank you very much.
I don't really think the sense of fulfillment or feeling fulfilled comes from fulfilling your own personal passion or personal needs anyways. If you can change that perspective of what I want to do and what I want to pursue to how can I contribute to the world, how can I use my ability to help others, you can definitely find some answers. The purpose of your life is also serving other people and dedicating your ability, and I think that could be another easy way to go about it. The next question is, how do you deal with feeling overwhelmed with a lot of stressful situations and problems? This is something that I could use some of your wisdoms too, so let me know in the comment box down below how you guys cope with this situation. I think at the end of the day, it's all about your perspective and viewing the problems right. Problems are still gonna be there even though you keep complaining, you keep stressing about it, kind of thinking that those are the problems that will make you grow to become a better person or to develop your skill set or the traits that you're trying to cultivate. I think that would be a healthier mindset to view the problems. If life was so easy, I think you wouldn't be able to really grow as a person, because that also means that you're still trapped in the same bubble and your own comfort zone in your little shell. So if you really want to expand your horizon and really up the bar, become a better person, or kind of cultivate and develop a certain skill set, you will run into so many different problems and so many different obstacles, and just know that they're just planted in front of you in order to make you grow. And I think I always ask the higher power, like, instead of why am I dealing with this kind of stuff, I always ask, like, what are you trying to teach me with this lesson? That little perspective switch definitely made me coping with this kind of stressful situation so much easier. So I think we gotta all surrender at one point and let life take you to wherever it wants to take you. What are your hobbies? This is such a lighthearted question, but it kind of hit me hard because I think my hobby is still like creating YouTube videos, editing, and like looking at beautiful designs, and also researching about skin and skincare. It used to be my hobby, but now it's my job. And I know not everyone has this privilege to pursue what they're really excited about. I do wonder what my hobby would be. Like, I'm trying to search for a new hobby, so if you guys have any ideas or anything that seems suitable to me, definitely comment down below. Where is your favorite place in New York? Ooh, this is such a hard question because I love everywhere in New York. I think every neighborhood has its own charm. It's so unique. I love the city so much, but a lot of times this big city life could be very overwhelming. It makes you hustle every single day, even on weekends. So I try to intentionally take some break. And one weekend I went apple picking in upstate New York. It was like 90 minutes or 80 minutes train ride only. And I had a blast, and I want to take you guys there. So today we're here upstate New York, and we came to do some apple picking and some pumpkin picking because that's the most like quintessential upstate New York activity. Tell me, is it? I'll keep my feelings stowed away. Your feelings stowed away. Your feelings stowed away. It's so misty. The apples are really delicious. I personally am allergic to like the furry peaches, so she's gonna pick all the peaches for me.
And
yes.
peel it as well.
Yes, because I love peaches, but I just can't touch it. It smells really nice. I feel like you intentionally need to get out of the city if you live in New York City, because it's just like, look at her. She's climbing the tree. She's a pro. Sarah packed us lunch. This is tuna avocado sandwich. I hope this video was fun to watch. Thank you so much for your time, and let me know if you have other questions that I should answer in my next Q&A video, and make sure you guys are subscribed to this YouTube channel. I'll see you guys next time, and take care. Bye!